Hi guys, welcome back to Wicket. I'm Naji,
And I'm Naba.
and today we're going to do a match review of England versus Pakistan, and yeah, just some thoughts on the game in general. So yeah, what did you think of the game?
Well, it was more.
Well, there's no result, I guess.
More of a
yeah.
half game. As we said in our preview, Rain won the game, so I'd win for Rain again. Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty disappointing series to be honest. I mean, 2 games washed out against like two pretty even teams. I'd say both bowling heavy, but yeah, I guess this test. But although England were like well on top, Pakistan were fighting very hard as they could, like batting wise. Azhar Ali played a very good captain's knock in that second dig.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if we go start at the top, well, England were about 130 for 4, I think.
Roughly,
Not
yeah.
doing too well. Root once again failing, as I said he would.
It's funny because in our match preview, I'm pretty sure I said like he'll probably go like around 30, and he got 29, I think,
Yeah.
from memory. So
He
yeah,
didn't score. He didn't score many runs.
yeah,
And then-
pretty poor series really from
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. And Pope again, sort of disappointed a little bit that he didn't score.
Mm.
Struggled against Yazir Shah. He stayed a bit too much on the back foot and just kept skidding through and bowling him.
Kept
Yeah.
getting hurried by looks, or like
Mm.
this, like sort of skidding through him.
Yeah.
But Zach Crawley and Butler had
Mm.
a really good partnership, and like Zach Crawley looked pretty good from the get go.
He had a 4 first ball.
Yeah,
Leg glance.
he was also like driving quite nicely from the beginning,
Mm.
which was really good to see. Yeah, but he's been pretty good like this whole England summer because he's scored like runs quite often throughout their summer. Unfortunately, he got left out because Joe Root came back.
Yeah.
But England have a number 3 that looks like he's gonna be doing a good job for them.
Yeah.
Pretty simple sort of technique. Doesn't do anything too extravagant, but he hits the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
He's in the and that double hundred is gonna make his confidence grow even further.
Yeah.
He's gonna should truly believe that he can do or perform in international cricket.
Yeah.
And also Josh Butler, obviously, with that 100, will give me a lot of confidence. And yeah, I think I went into the game thinking that he was still like struggling, I guess, a little bit with the bat prior to that, but he did score some runs earlier. But that really has helped him like solidify his position now, where there was probably doubts before. So yeah, again, a pretty good 100 and a really important one, to be honest, in England's perspective. Yeah.
I'm still not a firm believer that he's still the right option because I think he's still not the best keeper that England have, and that was still shown in this. I know he took that one good catch off Don Bess, but the drop that he did off Anderson, that was regulation catch. Any keeper should be taking that.
It's gonna cost them, I think, because
Especially
you need to
like
have your
subcontinent
best,
or something, where it's difficult to keep.
You need to have your best government, and I feel like he probably isn't. Like probably isn't the best government in the country.
I think if he becomes one of the better batsmen, he can play just as a bat, but I don't think he should be playing as a keeper batsman.
Yeah,
because he's not the best keeper, not by like a long shot, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if we I guess England got a mammoth total, 580. It's a really big total. They probably batted even longer than they had to be honest. Might have costed them later on if they could have bowled a little bit more. But then Pakistan went in and they were all over the shop, really. 4 for 30, real trouble. Anderson bowling a great spot, and good return for Anderson actually. Hasn't had the greatest summer, but it's a good return from him. Yeah, I mean, what did you think of Anderson's bowling, really?
No, he bowled
really good.
He bowled well. To be honest, I feel like he didn't have too much luck early in the series, but he came back. He had some. Well, I guess he missed out some luck too because some drop catches.
Only the slip coordinate could take a catch.
Yeah, but no, he bowled well. He pitched the ball up, got some movement. Pretty regulation. Anderson.
Yeah.
He got.
He's bowling a little bit quicker than he usually has been in recent times.
Yeah, maybe one of that 600
You
wicket.
can see a little bit of rage in there with all those drop catches.
Yeah, no, he bowled well. He just kept to his plans. Setting up batsmen with his extravagant movement that he gets, and it's tough work for the Pakistan batsman. Azhar Ali batted really well. Would have given him a lot of confidence because he was a bit slimming down. Well, there was lack of runs on his end. But yeah, it was good to see him score a fighting 100 in a tough situation. There's been a lot of scrutiny on his technique and whatnot, but
about him falling over.
Yeah, but he found a way, and yeah, he's obviously been working really hard on his game to be able to come back and score 100 like that. Yeah, it was good. Good captain's knock that.
And good. I heard Brian Lara commented that this was one of the greatest captain's knocks that he's seen, apparently in recent times, or even in all time, I think. Yeah, and it was a pretty good 100. His team was reeling 4 for 30, English conditions. Anderson bowling really well.
Yeah,
his team could have easily just rolled over for 100 and then lost the test within like 3 days.
Yeah,
and gone home, but they fought really hard. And credit goes to Rizwan, a guy I've been talking about since the beginning. I was just
about to say, how good has Rizwan been? Yeah, he's been pretty good.
I've been talking about him since the beginning of this like whole series, and people probably thought, who the hell is this Rizwan guy? But now, after people now know who he is. I've seen him play a little bit more, like even domestically and things. That's why I do rate him. I've seen him. I like the way he plays, and he looks to take on the bowlers. Like, he's what you want in a keeper bats, and he's a really good keeper. His keeping was out, like Butler was down here and Rizwan was like way higher. Yeah, like standard of keeping. That's the standard that your keeper should be at. But he was man of the series for Pakistan's side for this series. Yeah, so he went pretty well. And then if we move on to, I guess, the second dig where Pakistan had to bat again, I think they showed a lot more solidarity up the top.
No, look, they're willing to fight a lot more, which is good to see.
Abid Ali, I think he has a promising outlook. Yeah,
he had sort of a series of a few starts. Yeah,
could have been better, but yeah. Shan Masood, his technique got opened up a little bit more since that 100. Anderson knocking him over quite a few times.
He sort of figured out how to bowl to him a bit better.
Yeah,
after that first 100.
Azhar Ali again fighting, got about 30 odd.
I think he got 30.
Yeah, 30 something, yeah. And then Barber playing a really good 65 not out. I think
so, yeah. About 60 something, yeah.
Just showing his class against. Mostly it was spinners bowling, but still he batted well. It'd be disappointing for him that he didn't really get more of like an opportunity to show his class, as were all the batsmen didn't get to really show their class. So yeah, I mean, overall, the series, the test match, I think disappointing. I mean,
disappointing that there was too much rain.
Yeah.
Too much rain and just sort of ruined the series, but what can you do about it? Can't do much, just look forward to they have one-day series now, don't they?
2020.
The 2020s, okay, yeah. So I guess they have that to look forward to.
And then, of course, Australia coming, which will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Both full-fledged teams going at it. That'll be interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I guess, not too much to... we'll probably wrap it up there. But yeah, overall, obviously, 1-0.
1-0. Well done, England. Overall, they were the better side at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But both teams will go home still disappointed in that
they didn't play more cricket. Yeah.
And everyone watching you guys at home would be disappointed that there wasn't more cricket.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can look forward to the big series that are coming up, the IPL and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll see you for our next video. It'll probably be more IPL team previews.
Yeah.
And of course the Australian tour coming up soon too. So I guess we'll see you then.
Alright. Till next time.
It's all about humanity. About humanity.